Pammakaristos Church. Architecture and decoration. The Komnenian building was a church with a main aisle and two ambulatories, and had three apses, and a narthex to the west. The masonry was typical of the Komnenian period, and adopted the technique of the recessed brick. In this technique, alternate layers of coarse brick are mounted behind the line of the wall, and are plunged in a mortar's bed, which can still be seen in the cistern underneath and in the church. The transformation of the church into a mosque changed the original building greatly. The arcades connecting the main aisle with the ambulatories were removed and were replaced with broad archways to open up the nave. The three apses were removed too. In their place toward the east a great domed room was built, obliquely with respect to the orientation of the building. On the other side, the chapel represents the most beautiful building of the late Byzantine period in Constantinople. It has the typical cross and square plan with 5 domes, but the proportion between vertical and horizontal dimensions is much bigger than usual, although not so big as in the contemporary Byzantine churches built in the Balkans. Although the inner colored marble revetment largely disappeared, the shrine still contains the restored remains of a number of mosaic panels, which, while not as varied and well preserved as those of the Chora Church, serve as another resource for understanding late Byzantine art. A representation of the Pantocrator, surrounded by the prophets of the Old Testament, Moses, Jeremiah, Zephaniah, Micah, Joel, Zechariah, Obadiah, Habakkuk, Jonah, Malachi, Ezekiel, and Isaiah, is under the main dome. On the apse, Christ a Pammakaristos is shown with Virgin Mary and Saint John the Baptist. The baptism of Christ survives intact to the right side of the dome.